In this video, we will see what are pipeline variables, how to refer variables from template. We'll see what are variable groups and how to get secrets from Key Vault and use them as variable in our pipelines. Okay. So for this demo purpose, I have created this Git repository called variables, and in here, I'll just now directly go to the pipeline. In here I have this pipeline. We'll see what do we have here. In here, if you see, this is a trigger and this is the just pool which we want to use, and we have this variable section here. Okay, and so we'll discuss all these different types of variables which I have defined here in one by one manner. So this is a kind of a regular variable, kind of local to this pipeline. Okay, and there is other way of defining the same local, or you can say global variable for this particular pipeline. That is, we can define it here also. Here I have created a new variable with new this value, and we can keep it as a secret also. Okay, pipeline var secret. So to use this variable, a regular variable in our pipeline, so this is how we can refer it. So this is the name of the variable and this is the value of the variable, and we are going to print it this way. And this variable is kind of a global variable which we have defined here, that we can refer it in this way. Okay, now let's say if we want to create some pipelines which are like common for multiple pipelines, okay, then we can use variable groups. I'll show you variable groups. In pipeline section, if we go to libraries, here we can define all the set of variables. Like we can group multiple variables which are common for multiple pipelines, then we can create them. We can create them as a one group and add in here. For example, here I add pass. We can log this variable also. Okay, and to use this variable group in our pipeline, we refer it in this way. We mention group and the group name, and to access the variables which we have defined in this variable group, we can simply call there by name. Like here I have defined var group as a one of the variable in this variable group, right? Var group, this is its value, so we can simply refer it in this way. And the other way, and the other thing is in here in this variable groups, here we have defined all the variables locally to this variable group, right? But in case if we want to get the variables from the Key Vault, let's say this is my Azure Key Vault which I created, and in here I have kept these secrets, username and password, and if I want to use this username and password in my Key Vault in my pipeline, then we define the variable group as we saw before, and in here we connect to we need to enable this option, and we need to connect to our Azure subscription and to our Key Vault. So once we do that, we will get all the secrets which we define here, okay, into this variable group, and we can add also. So we get this option based on, like, let's say when we are selecting this subscription, right? From Azure DevOps to Azure, we need a connection, right? So that our pipeline or variable group can retrieve these secrets or add secrets, right? So the service connection which we built earlier, we saw that in our videos, right? So we need to give access to that service connection to our key vault. So let's say if you want to have key vault reader permission, then we have to select our service principal. So this is our one of the service principal. Okay, so like this we need to assign permission to um, our service connection so that it can get all the secrets from our key vault. Okay, and to use this we do it in the same fashion, like username and password we defined here. And first what it will do is it will check whether we have anything in local. If not, it will go to these variable groups and try to get from there. Okay, so we discussed pipeline variables, variable groups, and variables from key vault. We'll see templates. So here I have defined this template called my variable template.yaml file, and in here if you see in this repo, I created this YAML file and I defined some variables here. Okay, so now to retrieve the values of these variables, then we can simply refer it as a template and access those variable values in this fashion. Okay, so now these are the different ways in which we can store the variables locally to the pipeline. And also if you want to make variables, some of the variables as like global to multiple pipelines, then we can use global variables, sorry, these libraries, right? And we can refer it from the template. Also we can get it from key vaults also. So in here, if I go to release pipeline, in our release pipeline also we have these variables, right? So we can define these pipeline variables in here. Let's say dev repo 123, and we can scope it to complete release or particular stage. Or we can link our variable groups in here. For example, I link this to complete release, and yeah. Okay, so this is how we can reuse our variable groups in multiple pipelines. Okay, predefined variables we have already discussed in our previous videos, right? So now we'll see by running this pipeline. I'll run this pipeline here. Okay, so these are the secrets coming from our key vault, and this is from our template, and this is from our variable group. This is our pipeline global variable secret, and this is the local one, which global variable which we defined in our YAML pipeline, right? So that's it for this video. We explored all this. In coming videos we'll explore more on variables. Thank you for your time. See you in next video.